Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Friday, August 14th, 2020, and this is your second stimulus check and second stimulus package update. We have a lot of very important information to go over, so make sure to stick around until the very end. In today's video, we're first going to go over how 963,000 Americans filed for regular first-time unemployment benefits last week. And this is the first week we had seen less than 1 million claims. Then we're going to get into how economists say long-term financial damage from the pandemic may be greater than that of the Great Recession if Congress doesn't pass more stimulus. Next up, we're going to go over how the Senate formally adjourned for the August recess on Thursday, and we're going to go over what this means. And finally, we're going to go over the only way we will see a stimulus package passed within the next couple of weeks before Congress comes back from the August recess. Two things need to happen in order for us to see a stimulus bill within the next couple of weeks, so make sure to stick around for that. But before we get started, it would really mean a lot to me if you could like the video down below and subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date on what is going on with the second stimulus check, second stimulus package, and other news updates. Also, don't forget, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. Comment down below which stocks you got and if you got the $1,400 stocks. Also, you could get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app. 963,000 Americans filed for regular first-time unemployment benefits last week on a seasonally adjusted basis. The Department of Labor reported Thursday that this was the first time in 5 months that the number of unemployment claims had dipped below 1 million in a single week. For 20 straight weeks, the number of people filing for unemployment claims consistently came in at more than 1 million claims a week, peaking at nearly 7 million claims in 1 week during March. While a decline is a positive sign, and while we did see less than 1 million claims, the numbers are still historically high. And even during the Great Recession just over a decade ago, jobless claims weren't as high as they are right now still. Next up, economists say that long-term financial damage may be greater than that of the last recession for state and local governments without more stimulus being passed. With tax revenues plummeting, states could face a cumulative budget gap of at least $555 billion through the 2022 fiscal year, according to one estimate by an economist. Economists also warn that unless Congress intervenes with a next relief bill, the long-term financial damage of the virus and the pandemic will have significant impacts on the economy for years to come, and it will be worse than what happened in 2007 to 2009. Now into the second stimulus package. So, the Senate formally adjourned for the August recess on Thursday and are not scheduled to come back until September 8th, 2020. In addition to this, the House of Representatives adjourned last week for the August recess and will be back in session on September 14th. So the Senate will be back on September 8th and the House will be back on September 14th. This leaves tens of millions of Americans without direct stimulus checks. However, while this isn't good, it is not all bad news that they are on recess. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said yesterday that if some kind of deal is reached while the Senate is on recess, members will return to Congress and return to Washington, D.C. for a vote. He said that if the Speaker of the House and the Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer decide to finally let another package move forward and they all can agree on a next relief bill, it would take bipartisan consent to meet for legislative business sooner than scheduled. But he says if they can agree on a bill, they can get something passed while they are on recess. Members of Congress right now will have a 24-hour notice if a deal can be reached. So if members of Congress can come to an agreement on the second stimulus package, well then Congress members have 24 hours to return back to Washington, D.C. for a vote. However, there are only 2 ways that we will see a second stimulus package passed within the next 2 weeks. These 2 things have to happen, which I'll go over later in the video. Right now, Democrats and the Trump administration remain far apart on stimulus measures, including how much to spend and where the money should go. The House, which is controlled by the Democrats, want a $3 trillion stimulus package, and the Republicans, who control the Senate, they want a $1 trillion package. Pelosi offered to cut the package to $2 trillion if the Republicans agreed. She said Democrats are willing to take $1 trillion off of their bill if Republicans come up $1 trillion, but the Republicans rejected this proposal. On top of this, Republicans have offered to pass a skinny deal that includes direct stimulus checks, the $1,200 checks, and other direct relief measures, but Democrats rejected this because they only want to pass a broad-term bill. So besides the total dollar amount being a major sticking point, other aspects that they don't agree on right now are state and local funding, liability protections, the amount for unemployment benefits, and school funding. Those are the areas where they currently still don't agree on, but they could pass a stimulus package that has everything else included, according to the Republicans. Now, the only way that we will see a stimulus package passed before Congress comes back from the August recess in early September is if, one, the Republicans decide to come up to $2 trillion. Right now, they're at $1 trillion. If they can come up to $2 trillion, Democrats say a deal can be reached. And the second way that we could see a deal passed is if the Democrats are willing to pass a smaller bill that addresses the issues both sides have already agreed on, such as the $1,200 stimulus check. So those are the two options and the two ways that we could see a stimulus bill passed during the August recess within the next couple weeks. Either the Republicans come up to $2 trillion or the Democrats decide they can pass a smaller bill. It has to be one of those two things. Anyways, that is just a quick update on what is going on with the second stimulus check and second stimulus package. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.